It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Commanders on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and from the 6. And he's up across 5 and down at the 20.
Playing Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. And his first pass is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo.
And decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. By the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 19 carries, 64 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the...
On 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 13 yards there on a Washington first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell, finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Garoppolo. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start with the option. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Mahomes. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make it 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
6-0 our score after 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On the handoff, Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star or veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 29, Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
To the 43, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Finding Knox there, complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Man open left side is Brown. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go!
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just... So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Taylor. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes inbounds. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he will find his man, Samuel. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that had in his head, you saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Throw is Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. Of a defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The toss left side for Mitchell. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Washington. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here taken in by Knox. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back to the ground here. Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Garoppolo now. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Garoppolo looks to throw. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Washington offense back out there. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
This is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. A nice little juke. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
To the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Mahomes. He finds Taylor, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Come on,
the crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mahomes.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Mahomes going to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Mahomes now to throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Olave.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Finding Knox there, complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Garoppolo on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On the draw, here's Mitchell.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves them with a ways to go on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Olave holds it in. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain, and that leads to a Washington first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Olave over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.